Hello, hello. Welcome back to another day of growing, learning, and finding your voice. I am so happy you're here with me today on Speak Power Daily. I'm Charlotte, and I've been thinking a lot about you lately. Specifically, I've been thinking about that perfect moment we are all looking for. You know the one I mean. It's that magical Tuesday in the future when the sun is shining perfectly, your coffee tastes exactly right, and you suddenly feel 100% ready to chase your biggest dreams. Well, I have a little secret for you, and it might be a bit of a reality check. That perfect moment is a ghost. It doesn't exist. We often spend so much of our lives sitting in the waiting room of life. We wait for the weekend to be happy. We wait for a promotion to feel successful. Or, especially for my language learners out there, we wait until our English is perfect before we dare to speak up in a meeting or make a new friend. But here is the truth. While we are waiting for life to start, life is actually happening. It's passing us by while we check our watches and look at the door. Imagine if you wanted to learn to ride a bike, but you decided to wait until you felt completely balanced before you actually touched the pedals. You would never leave your driveway. Learning and living are messy processes. They require us to get a little bit of dirt on our knees and maybe make a few mistakes along the way. Today, I want to challenge you to stop being a passenger in your own life. Waiting is a passive habit, but doing is an active choice. Whether it's a project you've been putting off, a difficult conversation you need to have, or simply practicing your English out loud while you wash the dishes, the time is now. You don't need a green light from the universe to start moving. You just need to decide that your goals are more important than your comfort. In this episode, we're going to talk about why we wait, how it holds us back, and how we can break free from that waiting mindset to start speaking our power right now. So, take a deep breath, shake off that hesitation, and let's get into it. This is your fresh start. Not next month, not when things calm down, not when you feel ready. Right here, right now. And I promise you this. You are far more capable in this moment than you give yourself credit for. Let today be the day you stop waiting for permission and start trusting yourself instead. Have you ever wondered why we wait? I think it's because waiting feels safe. It's like a warm, cozy blanket that protects us from the fear of making a mistake. When we say, "I'll start my YouTube channel when I have a better camera," or "I'll join that English conversation club when I know more vocabulary," what we are actually saying is, "I'm afraid of looking like a beginner." Think about a gardener. If a gardener waited for the perfect weather to plant seeds, not too hot, not too cold, no wind, and exactly the right amount of rain, they would never plant anything at all. They would just sit on the porch looking at a bag of seeds until the season passed them by. In life, we are often like that gardener. We hold our seeds, our ideas, our dreams, our voices, and we wait for the environment to be perfect. But the irony is that the garden only grows because the gardener works through the wind and the rain. In English learning, this waiting trap is very common. I hear students say all the time, "Charlotte, I'm just waiting until I don't have an accent anymore." But your accent is just a sign that you are brave enough to speak a second language. If you wait for a perfect British or American accent before you speak, you are losing years of connection, friendship, and opportunity. You are essentially waiting for the finish line before you've even started the race. Let's be honest with each other. Perfect is just a fancy word for finished, and we are never truly finished learning. Even I learn new things about communication every single day. When we wait for perfection, we aren't being careful. We are being stuck. We use perfection as a shield to hide our insecurities. So let's try a new metaphor. Instead of waiting for the storm to pass, let's learn to dance in the rain. Instead of waiting for your English to be flawless, let's celebrate the beautiful mess of learning. Every time you stumble over a word or forget a verb tense, you aren't failing, you are moving. And moving, even slowly, is 1,000 times better than standing still. The time you spend waiting is time you can never get back. It's a bank account where you can only withdraw, never deposit. So why spend your precious currency on waiting? I want you to take a moment and imagine a physical waiting room. It's got those uncomfortable plastic chairs, old magazines on the table, and a clock on the wall that ticks just a little too loudly. Most of us spend way too much time sitting there. We tell ourselves, "I'm just preparing," or "I'm getting ready." But there is a very big difference between preparation and procrastination. Preparation has a deadline. Procrastination is a loop that never ends. When you wait to start something, especially something as personal as improving your mindset or your English, you are paying a very high price. You aren't just losing minutes or hours, you are losing confidence. Confidence isn't something you find in a book or a top 10 tips video. Confidence is built through action. Every time you say, "I'll do it tomorrow," you are sending a small message to your brain that says, "My goals aren't a priority." Over time, that makes you feel smaller and less capable. Think about learning a new word. You could spend 3 days looking at that word in a dictionary, waiting until you are sure of how to use it. Or you could use it today in a simple sentence, maybe make a mistake, get corrected, and then really know it forever. Which way is faster? The second way, of course. The waiting way feels safer, but it's actually a detour that adds months or years to your journey. I remember a friend of mine who wanted to move to a new city. She waited for the right economy, the right job offer, and the right mood. 3 years went by, and she was still in the same house, complaining about the same things. She wasn't waiting for the right time. She was waiting for permission. But here's the thing about being an adult. Nobody is coming to give you a gold star or a permission slip to start your life. You have to give it to yourself. In English, we have a funny little phrase, "Time flies." It's true, isn't it? Time doesn't walk, and it certainly doesn't wait for us to catch up. If you feel like you've wasted time in the past, don't worry. The best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago, but the second best time is right now. Don't let the fear of wasted time make you waste even more time. Stand up from that plastic chair in the waiting room, put down the old magazine, and walk out the door. The world is waiting to hear what you have to say, even if you say it with a few mistakes. If we agree that waiting is a trap, how do we actually start moving? I know it can feel overwhelming. When you look at a big goal, like becoming fluent in English or changing your career, it feels like looking at a massive mountain. You stand at the bottom, look up at the clouds covering the peak, and think, "I'll wait until I'm stronger before I start climbing." But you don't get stronger by standing at the bottom. You get stronger by taking the first 10 steps. The secret to stopping the waiting game is to lower the bar. Yes, you heard me correctly. We often wait because we think we have to do something huge and heroic. We think, if I can't study for 2 hours today, I won't study at all. Or, if I can't have a deep philosophical conversation in English, I'll just stay quiet. This all or nothing thinking is just another way of waiting. Instead, I want you to focus on the power of 5. What can you do in just 5 minutes right now? You could listen to one English song and look up the lyrics. You could record a voice memo on your phone talking about your day. You could send one email you've been avoiding. These small actions are like pebbles thrown into a lake. They create ripples that spread much further than you think. Think of it like a car stuck in the mud. If the driver just sits there waiting for the mud to dry, they might be there for weeks. But if they put a few small rocks under the tires and give it just a little bit of gas, they get that first inch of movement. That first inch is the most important part of the whole journey because it breaks the cycle of being stuck. I want you to pick one thing today, just one, that you have been waiting to do. Maybe it's signing up for that online course, or maybe it's finally introducing yourself to that neighbor who speaks English. Don't wait for the fear to go away. Courage isn't the absence of fear. It's doing the thing while your knees are shaking. In the world of language learning, we call this input and output. If you only wait and listen, input, you are only doing half the work. You need the output. You need to push yourself into the doing phase. It's okay if it's not perfect. It's okay if you feel a little silly. Every silly moment is a brick in the house of your future success. You are building something real, and real things take time and effort, not just waiting and wishing. As we come to the end of our time together today, I want you to take a deep breath and really feel the space you're in. Look around. This moment, right here, is your life. It's not a dress rehearsal. It's not a practice run for a future performance. This is the real thing. We often treat our present lives like a hallway we are walking through to get to a better room down the track. But what if the hallway is where the magic happens? If there is one thing I want you to carry in your heart after you turn off this podcast, it's this. Stop waiting for a version of yourself that is ready. That version of you is a mirage in the desert. You are ready enough right now because you have the desire to grow. That desire is your compass. It's telling you exactly which way to go. You don't need more information, more books, or more time. You just need to trust that you are capable of handling whatever happens when you finally start. Think about the English language for a second. It's a living, breathing thing. It changes every day. If you wait until you know every rule, you'll find that the rules have changed by the time you're ready to speak. Life is exactly the same. It's fast, it's unpredictable, and it's beautiful because it's imperfect. When you stop waiting, you reclaim your power. You transition from someone who things happen to into someone who makes things happen. Imagine looking back a year from now. You have 2 choices. You can look back and say, I'm glad I finally started. Or you can look back and say, I wish I had started. Which one feels better in your soul? I know which one I would choose. The I wish path is heavy and full of shadows. The I'm glad path is bright, even if it was a bit bumpy at the start. So, Here is your homework for today. And don't worry, it's the fun kind of homework. I want you to do one thing today that the waiting version of you would have put off. Speak to someone in English, even if it's just a "Hello, how are you?" Write down one goal and take the very first, tiniest step toward it. Don't wait for tomorrow morning. Don't wait for Monday. Do it before you go to sleep tonight. You have so much potential locked inside you, just waiting for the key. And guess what? You are the one holding the key. You don't need to wait for anyone to unlock the door for you. Turn the key, push the door open, and step out into the world. It might be a little scary, but I promise you, the view is much better out there than it is from the waiting room. Thank you so much for spending this time with me on Speak Power Daily. It is truly an honor to be a small part of your journey. Remember, your voice has power, your dreams have value, and your time is now. Don't waste another second waiting for a perfect that will never come. Go out there and be perfectly imperfect. I'm Charlotte, and I believe in you. I'll see you in the next episode. Until then, keep speaking, keep growing, and most importantly, keep doing.